Okay everyone, this is first video I've really made for a little while. Haven't actually made many this year so far. I actually thought that I'd be doing loads of stuff because there's lots to talk about. But I've had things in the house to build and stuff like that. So this one's going to be general thing, but primarily about like should you work for free if you want to be a freelancer. Other things as well as that questions I've had is can you do PHP forms using modal if there's an error message? If anybody can do that, let me know because I don't know a way to do that. I promised I would mention it in a future video, so here it is. So I'll put that in the description as well. Other things is that I'm going to talk about UX design. Of course, I did on UX design because if you follow this channel, you know how much I think of UX design. It's not actually UX design, it's actually the people who think it is UX design but qualify themselves in a field that they know very little about. So it's an interesting thing. It's actually in America, not so much here, but it's the 14th best paying profession. It's I think it's either above dentistry or just below dentistry, so it's very highly recommended if you wanted to go down that path. And it's quite a scientific thing, it's just people don't really understand where it is. And another thing I was wanting to discuss, make a video about this video in itself, but I haven't gotten around to it. So it's February now. I wanted to make this in the beginning of January, but if you want to tell us about what you want to gain from things on this channel or in your life really, about where you want to go, if you want to become a web developer or you just want to make one site, or you want to be a programmer or a photographer or whatever, just put it in the comments or email me or anything you want to do. And right, so this thing that I've actually touched on many times before, but I joined this thing called web design and development in Facebook. Okay, and I've done these things before, and like it's just to say what's going on at the moment. I haven't actually done work for about 3.5 years for client side work, and some of the things on here are absolutely hilarious and some of them are quite sad. They're hilarious in the fact that a lot of people are wanting things for free. I really hate that idea. If you want to work for free, I think that you need to be really, your heart's got to be into some charity, or whether it's something like that, or it's family. Maybe your parents want a website and that's fine. But apart from that, apart from family and something you really care about as personally, working for free is a no-go area. And I've got lots of experience on this. And I've actually, on some of these comments and that, where the people are saying, oh, you know, I can make you really popular and that. No, they can't. That's simple as that. They can't make you popular. They can't make you famous. If you work for free, it's free, and you've got to do a hell of a lot of work for that. And the thing is that when you work for free, you never get respected. If you can't respect yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. As I said, apart from family and very close friends, but even with close friends, you've got to have a contract, and that's the only way. And the reason for that is because the people, if you work for free, they get bored. And my experience, every time I work for free, the client has always got bored. They're not interested in the site after a while. It's because they don't pay money, so they think, well, you know, it's a project that's in work and eventually it'll get finished. I'm afraid not. If you want to have self-respect in an industry, you've got to pay. You've got to like sort of get the money. And like, so if you don't go into a clothes shop and say, I'll have them trousers but I'll have them free, It doesn't work like that. You need money to live, and that is the way it is. And on these, like sort of this web design development forum, there's a lot of people from all over the world, obviously. And there's some people saying they'll do stuff for free. They don't even know what they're going to do for free, because the person who said, could you do an app or a website for free, hasn't even said what that free is. A one-page website can take you absolutely months, but a 10-page website might take you a few days. It is, when somebody describes it like that, it says 1 page, oh, that'll be easy. No, it's not. It's not easy at all. It doesn't necessarily have to work like that. So the way to do these things is, so if somebody says, I want you to build a website, you've got to have exact requirements, because they say, can you build us a website? How much is it? If they don't want it for free. And like sort of, it's like saying, how much is a piece of string? We don't know unless like people tell us. So that's something that's always, if you're going to go into this industry, I know some of you want to become web developers, designers, and this is something that you've got to, this is a pitfall. I know, like, say in England, we would charge more than, say, in India and Pakistan, where a lot of these people are from. But still, the selling themselves short, it just doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. You've got to make a living. And if you want to be good at something, you've got to have that respect for yourself. And you can be good. You can get these skills, and you can become sought after. But the thing is that, from my experience, I've worked for one of the biggest charities in something I've interested in myself, and I took it on thinking, I'd do good. They never give me a thing of where I was exactly supposed to do. So that fell through in a few weeks, because I won't allow people to take me for a ride, if you like. So you've got to have money, you've got to feed your family, and you've got to have that respect. This portfolio business, absolute rubbish. The worst sites I've ever done in my life are always for clients, because they always, another thing is that if you're going to do some work for people, whether you get paid or not, you want to know exactly what they have in their mind, what their dreams are, and that's the way to do it. But then they say, you do it. That's a signal to say, right, I'm moving away from that. Don't ever get involved with stuff like that. That's just me. I think 5 minutes thing's gone up. No, don't go doing that. If you want to become, a professional, there's sacrifices. But these people are doing it for nothing, and that they're killing the industry with poor work. They haven't got the confidence in themselves, and we've all gone down this path of pro bono work. It'll be better for us in the long run. If you want pro bono work and you want a portfolio, make things that you're interested in. That's the way to do it. Anyway, hope you've learned something from that little rant, but it's something I feel strongly about. Another thing as well is, if you're going to take on somebody else's work, so for example, somebody says, will you do work that Nigel Brewster did? Make sure you charge a lot more, because when you're figuring out somebody else's work, it's a total different way you work. So it's like, I'm very cagey on stuff. I spend a very limited time on things that someone else has done. And another website, web developers won't have anything to do with something that's already made. So, but that's the reason why we have comments and things like that. The downside of comments in your web pages is they won't work on the W3C thing, so they won't be validated like that. So that's the downside. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say in this video. Don't work for free under most circumstances, and I'm going to try and make a few more. If you want anything making videos and things like that, and if you want me to help you, it's no problem at all. Okay, so again, thanks for watching, thanks for listening.